So in September last year, the government announced cuts to the Level 7 apprenticeship scheme. What they're trying to do is to focus upon shorter foundational apprenticeships. And this is not good for the legal profession. For medium law firms like us, it's going to mean the opportunities for young people to get into the law are going to be significantly reduced. So what this is doing is it's cutting to levels above degree level apprenticeships. So for those people who are looking to do their SQE 1 and 2 in order to finish off their legal qualification to become a solicitor, much fewer of these opportunities are going to be available. I'm not happy about it. In the way that you would qualify to become a solicitor is you do your law degree and then you do an LPC, which is a 1-year legal practice course. You might have to do 2 years if you wanted to convert from a non-law degree over to a law degree. That costing could be somewhere from £10,000 to £20,000. And so very few firms could afford to offer that funding. And therefore very few people could get that LPC funded. This meant that young people would go in, they finish university, then have to find that funding themselves and hope that afterwards there was an opportunity of being able to get a training contract to a law firm. These training contracts were in short supply, and therefore what was happening was that people would come out with that amount of debt with very little opportunity of actually ever being able to become a solicitor, which was not good. So I was one of the lucky few. I did my law degree, went on, did a master's in law at Cambridge, and surprise, surprise, once I'd been to Cambridge, all of a sudden I got offers from the largest international law firms to fund my LPC. Very few people are that lucky, and that is the problem. It's not fair, it's elitist, and it looks like we're going back down that road if we cut out Level 7 apprenticeship funding. So medium-sized law firms like us are going to therefore start looking at two things. First of all, they're going to be saying, how many more people can we afford to put onto the SQE? So for those people who have done their law degree and are looking for that final stage to be able to fulfill their ambition to become a solicitor, there's going to be a lot less of those opportunities available. And the reason why is that although the cost of the exams of the SQE is not necessarily huge, a few £1,000s, it's the training course that you need to do in order to give yourself a good opportunity to be able to pass those exams. The success rate plummets if you haven't done the training course, and the training course is just like the cost of the LPC, tens of thousands of pounds. So not so many of those opportunities for SQEs are going to be provided. And the other thing that medium-sized law firms like us are going to be looking at is, well, can we now afford to do the solicitor legal apprenticeships all the way through from 18 for 6 years, which is an excellent course, if we can't offer the final bit being the SQE 1 and 2 funding? Well, we need to get the government to think again about this. And if we want a legal profession that represents people from all range of backgrounds, then we need to ensure that funding is not cut. So ask anyone who's involved in this to talk about it and to try and petition the government to change their mind. Because otherwise, we will just be left with a purely elitist legal profession, which will take us back years from the progress we're currently making.